We're back at 12 Wings. I wanted to try to get some footage here during the daytime because everything looks very different, including the fans and installation of the fans and whatnot. But it's very hard to find a time when the building's not in use. So this is my third attempt coming by today trying to find it vacant. So let's see. There are no cars in the parking lot, so I'm optimistic, but I haven't been inside yet. So if anybody's interested, I can talk about all the other work that we've done since converting this from offices, abandoned offices really, to what it is. Here we are in the foyer. There's the first designer series. I have the pull chains just kind of wrapped around them so nobody will mess with them. Last video that I took, I pulled them down so that it looks more natural, but I'm obviously just walking in the building. So there's that. Here's the other designer series. Still kind of hard to see up there in the pocket even with the sunlight. And going forth here into the back foyer is the third designer series. See if it looks better from this angle. Yeah. They're all on the same speed control, which is set to low. And then by varying the pull chains on the fans, you can get all different sorts of combinations of speeds. Because they're all being on the same speed control. It means if you turn one to low, then the other ones will go faster, or so on and so forth. So that's the foyer. Get my key ring here and we'll go into the salon. By the way, I've always loved these flicker flame bulbs. That was my idea. So here we are in the salon. These lights take a while to warm up, but you can still see. The fans are on medium high. So I'm going to go around turning the lights on. Get a so let's go over to the control again. I'll try to do some videos with different speeds on as many of these different fans as I can, but for now I'm just going to kind of do the basics. Just turn them to low. We'll come back once the lights have warmed up and the fans have slowed down and get another look. Make sure I have my keys here because most of these rooms have a different lock. This is the cafe area. Somebody's obviously been in here because the lights are on, but it's locked, so maybe they left and were planning on coming back. Gonna adjust the lights a little bit and see. Let's turn the fan lights off so you can get a better look at the fans. And actually I think everything probably is better low right now, given that the sunlight will pretty much let us see what we need to see. Switches, by the way, right here we got fan lights. This just turns the fans on and off. The wall sconces, the spotlights in the pictures, the down lights, and the lights over the bar. So here's the first reverse air. I'm very tempted to replace this one with something. I would love to replace it. I'm thinking maybe a brown and brass banana fan or a brown and brass one of those fantiques if I can get one, or some other original copy that is similar, or just even an R&M original with the horseshoe brackets. Something that just to set that one fan apart because this area is a little bit different, something that only collectors would notice. Welcome your suggestions. We'll go over and get a look at all of them here. I'll do a video later showing the different speeds and do that separate with the different fans. I don't want to make this video 12 years long, so I love these electrically reversible ones here. I think they are probably the best performing originals that Hunter made. The 4-blade only electrically reversible. They have a great range of speeds. They're silent. They move great air. They're resilient. Just love them. So, and then over here is the little Fasco. I don't know if you can see, the canopy is actually installed up there. It's just all the way up in the ceiling. This is actually the down rod that came with this fan when I bought it. I found this fan at Minneapolis Habitat Restore or Reuse Center, I don't remember which one. Came with that down rod, that light kit, but not the globe. It had a floral globe on it. Normally I don't like the parlor fans with the brass on the bottom. I like it with the brass sideband, but this one matches perfectly with all the originals, so I thought it was a really cool installation. I'm also tempted if I switch this one out for another electrically reversible one. I left it the way it was because these 4 fans all came out of a steakhouse together, and I wanted to kind of leave them as a set, but if I change this one, maybe I'll change it so the other 3 are identical. Moving on into the VIP room. So there's the Crompton Greaves. There's the Caribbean Breeze. Let's get a closer look on it. I don't know if you can see, I actually put coupling covers, I'll call them, very small lower canopies on these fans. Something to cover where the downrod mounts, and that's because I didn't have the original downrod screws, so the screws that I had were a little bit more obtrusive. So I found a piece of plumbing hardware that, let's see if I can show you, that fit onto the downrod and covered up the mount. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I don't really like spinners without lower canopies anyway, so it made a nice difference. This one over here is really hard to see. Let's see if the lighting helps. Yep. So this room was designed to be rather dark because it was originally designed as an arcade, and I can't remember why we opted not to turn it into an arcade. I know we have the arcade machines, but for whatever reason they thought it would be better served as what it is now. Go into the boutique here. Again, the verandas. These are one of my absolute favorite childhood fans here. It's important to note that 12 Wings is the first commercial installation I've ever done where I put fans that I really care about in. And you know, obviously was a little bit nervous doing that, and still am, but everybody else really cares about this building. I don't know if you can see based on the other work that's been done, but there's been a lot of work put into this building, and it's been very painstakingly done and painstakingly cared for. So we'll again go over to where the controls are, right here. So again, I'll try to do some separate videos that show the different speeds on the fans. I really wanted this to look like a downtown boutique straight out of the 80s. I remember seeing those when I was a kid with the track lighting and the, you know, ornate fans, and I guess it might be important to note that the majority of the work done here concerning electrical and concerning the ceiling is my doing. This again was normally this was a drop ceiling. The tiles, acoustical tile ceiling, when we came in here, it was only about 8 feet tall, and they were going to just remove it and drywall it and do recessed lighting. And I said that rather than drywall it, why don't we remove it and go all the way up to the rafters. I actually kind of modeled it after the my fan workshop in my parents' basement because able to get a lot more space by leaving the rafters open. And in this case, in the cafe and the boutique and whatnot, we painted the ceiling, we spray painted it black. And in the salon, which we'll go back over to now, we left it bare. We've talked about staining it in here, but we want to leave it wood, so there's some other, this area's salon is still unfinished. These beams that are painted black right now are probably going to end up painted the same color as the walls, whatever color that is. Might not be white. The ceiling is going to be, might be stained, might be painted, might just be left as it is. I like it how it is. Obviously there's some drywall that still needs to be done. The drywall is supposed to go all the way up as opposed to just going, you can kind of see better over here. It's supposed to go all the way up as opposed to just going to where the drywall ceiling would have been. But the most important point was to get it operational and looking appropriate, and so that's what we've done so far. I really like the ceiling left open. I don't think they need to paint it, and I don't even necessarily think they need to stain it. I think it looks cool just how it is, but definitely we need to finish the drywall and the whatnot. And I'm not a drywaller, so that is not my doing. That will be somebody else's project. I don't know if it makes a difference downstairs with the being daytime. I don't know if enough sunlight gets down here, but we'll go here just in case. There's this is eventually in here is going to be another big open room like the banquet room or like the cafe. Down back here is offices and whatnot that we largely haven't touched. I suppose I can show you what one of them looks like just so you can see. Haven't put any fans in yet. I will. Even if we don't do any remodeling. This is basically what the whole building looked like before we well, obviously we painted and put in new carpeting, and the furniture is obviously ours, but this is what the ceiling and whatnot looked like. So any of these rooms that are left alone, at the very least I will change the lighting and put in fans, but we may also change the ceiling itself. So we'll go up this stairwell. Again, this is where eventually I'm going to put a fan in the stairwell right here, as you've seen from my other videos. But let me come up here on the designer here, and I'll go upstairs. Again, there is the Evergo spinner. And I wonder if I can reach that pull chain to show you what that looks like with the light off. There. That was me living on the edge there, doing that with the camera, bouncing myself on the stairs. I'll go back down and give you a I get quite a good breeze from that. I can't remember, it's on a variable speed control, and it is a 3-speed pull chain. I can't remember if that's low on the pull chain and high on the speed control, or vice versa. If I have time, I'll do a separate video so we can see that. Better turn that light back on before I forget. Going up into the banquet room. Fans are on high right now because it's hot and we were cleaning. There's the Evergo. Golden fan, electric. Another Evergo. Let me go and turn them down some, so. So we have quite a lot of controls here, and as we continue adding to the room. There'll be a lot more. Tell you what, I'm going to go look at some other rooms while those slow down so that you're not seeing them. In case you're wondering what that noise is, it's just a fountain. Here's the Emerson Marley spinner there. Here in the dance studio. Quite cool in here because the air is on in here. I'm going to fix that. One of these vents is stuck. It's an easy fix. So I'll get a better look at these in the daytime. I'll do a video later showing all their various speeds. Sorry about that, my finger got in the way. Pull chains were like that on these when I got them. You saw the one in the other corner. Try not to get you dizzy there, but it has a very short pull chain. That's how it was when I got it. And this one had a longer pull chain. So, go back in here. This is now off. Some of these other lights on. Here is the Evergo spinner there, 48-inch cane, antique brass, with a genuine Evergo light kit. Golden Fan Electric. It actually came with a light kit that must have came with it. It looked like the single kits on the Crompton Greaves. I removed that and put on this turtle fitter. I really love this fan, but again, it's not my favorite choice for here. I want to put something fancier since it's right here in the center of the banquet room. So one of these days I'll show you a video with something fancier there. Over the stage here we have these are, again, all these fans except for the Golden Fan are all made by the same factory, Union, Evergo, etc. But they're labeled different things. This one is labeled Miami Carry, as is that one. I actually pulled these two fans out of a $1 million house that was being remodeled. They didn't have the lights, so I added the lights. There's that one. This one. This one came from a hodgepodge of parts. Let's see if I can get an angle where the sun isn't glaring. I think I might have, I can't remember if I got this one or not, so we'll go back over and get it again. Another one labeled Evergo. This one's electrically reversible. It's the only one that's electrically reversible. So, still deciding which fans I want to keep here and which ones I want to change out. Golden Fan will be the first to be changed, then we'll go from there. We'll see what else. So, oh, somebody turned this light off. This is supposed to stay on all the time. And lastly, here's the Thomas Vasco on the front stairwell. Not even going to try to reach the pull chain on that light kit, so you're just going to have to see it with the lights on. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Post any questions you have.